Hi guys, I'm Umair Nazim and welcome to Let's Code. In the previous video, I showed you how to use switch case and what are the usage of it. With this, we also covered a lot of topics in a very detail. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a calculator by using the switch case in Java. So without wasting any time, let me show you. So to make a calculator, actually, we will read the values from the keyboard. So for that purpose, I have to use a scanner class. But before that, I'm going to explain you one thing. So as you can see that every time our first step is to make a project. So here I have made the project that is basic Java. After that, here I have created a package whose name is 01. And here I have created a class with the name calculator. So within the class, as you can see that we have this one is called a method, that is a main. So every time our execution will start from the main method. So to read the values from the keyboard, in other words, the user will give the values of his own choice. For that purpose, actually, we have to use a scanner class. So here I'm using the scanner class, so that's why I have to use, I have to create an object so I can give the name scan. Again, I will write here new scanner. So here one thing I want to clear that this object name is up to you. Whatever you want to give, you can give. So you can write here, for example, scan1, or if you want to write your name, whatever you want, it is up to you. But every time the name should be logical. So here I'm going to write here, so for example, I will write here just scan. So as you can see that here, when I will move my cursor to here in the scanner, so here it is written import scanner java.util. So it is a library, I have to import it. So I will click here. So you can see here our library has imported successfully. It is system.in, sorry, it is capital. So after that, actually I'm going to show a menu to my user. So that menu will be like addition, multiplication, division, or subtraction. So everybody knows the calculator. Actually, first the user will enter the two values. After that, the user will select a menu. Like if you want to do addition, multiplication, subtraction, so the user will press that button and calculator will give you the output according to that. So for that reason, I'm going to show a menu to the user. That is, so first I will use here menu. So this statement will be printed on the console bar as it is. So 1 for addition, I will write here. Now second will be for the subtraction. Now third for the multiplication. Sorry, and this all should be with, so 3 for multiplication. Now the 4 will be for division. So now as you can see that I have successfully created a menu. So I'm going to run this one to show the output. So as you can see that this one is our menu. This one is 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, and 4 for the division. So actually the logic is when the user will you can say that when the user will input the choice as a 1, so it will do addition. When user will press 2, it will print, so it will do subtraction. When user will press 3, it will do multiplication. When user will press 4, it will do division. So after showing this menu, actually I have to create some variables. So one variable I will create for the choice of the user. So two variables I will create, like one is number one is number two, to like enter the values. So the like fourth variable I will create for the result. So I will use here integer, sorry, not here in the console bar, I can finish it. So here I will write here integer, first one is choice, now second is integer number one, third is integer number two, and one is integer result. So here, as you can see, that we have successfully created. So after that, actually I will show a message to the user that will be, please enter first value. So as you can see that our message is please enter first value. So when user will enter the first value, and that value will be assigned to number one. So for that purpose I'm going to write here number one that is equal to scan dot next integer. So here, as you can see that actually what will happen, so here it is written please enter first value. So after that, when user will give the first value, here I write the equal sign. So here it is the object name. As you can see that this object name is written. I write this object name here because to read the values from the keyboard. So here it is next integer. So I use next integer because the data type is integer. So after that I will use here again to get the second value. Please enter the second value. So now when user will enter the second value, and that second value will be assigned to number two. So for that purpose I'm going to write here number two equal. So I use this equal operator to assign the values. So again I will use the scan, that is my object name. After that, when I will press this dot, so as you can see that our compiler is showing us different options. So here it is scanner, because to read the value. So here it is written next integer for the integer. So I will choose this one. So I will end it with the semicolon. So after that, value 1, value 2 will be assigned to the user. So after that, I will show a message to the user to enter the choice. So I will use for that purpose, please enter your choice. So after that, when user will enter the choice, so that choice will be stored into the choice variable. So again, the choice variable will be an integer. So for that purpose, I'm going to select here next integer, and I have to end it with a semicolon. So now our next step is actually to switch this choice according to the choice of the user. So for that purpose, I'm going to write here switch case. So within these two parentheses, I have to write here the choice, because I will shuffle this choice according to the choice entered by the user. So now within this switch case, within these brackets, these two brackets, you can say that these brackets, so I have to create a 4 different cases. So here I'm going to write here case 1. So in the case 1, here as you can see that here I have written 1 for the addition. So in the case 1, I will do the addition. So the addition will be stored into the result. So here I will create a result, and I will assign the addition number 1 plus number 2. Now what will happen when the user will select the first option, number 1 and number 2 will be added, and it will be stored into the result. So after that, I'm going to show a message to my user, the result. So here I will display a message to the user. The result is, so you can write here for the addition. The addition is and after that I have to give a break to this case. So here I will use break. So actually, if I will not use this break statement, so what will happen? Our program will do continuously the execution. So it will not stop in the case 1. So to stop in the case 1, every time you have to use the break statement. Then I am going to create here the case 2. So simply you can say that I will copy this case 1 and I will paste it here. So I'll use here also, I'll shift this one to here to look a little bit good. So here what will happen? So as you can see that our second case is regarding to the subtraction. So here I will use the case name 2. Here it is, instead of plus I will use here the minus operator. So here I will also change to subtraction. So the subtraction is, now again I use here break to stop the execution. Make one more case like case 3. So for the case 3, here I will change this one to case 3, and here instead of plus I will use a multiplication operator, and this one here I will do, instead of addition I will write here multiplication. So here again I will use the break statement to stop the execution. Now I have to create one more case for the division. So here I will use case 4, and here I will use this division operator, and I will shift this one here, and here instead of addition I will write here division. So now as you can see that we have successfully created the 4 cases. If the user will like enter 1, then it will do addition. If user will enter 2, it will do subtraction. If user will select the 3 or enter the 3, it will like do multiplication. If user will enter 4, it will do division. So after that I have to make a default case. Why? So for example, if the user will enter any incorrect, invalid choice, then the default will work. So for that one I have to use default, but default must be with the lower case. So here I have created a default case. So here I'm going to write here a message. I will show this message to the user, that is invalid choice. So after that I have to stop the execution again. So for that reason I'm going to write here break. So now I'm going to run this program and you will see the difference. So here you will see the result. As you can see that here we have our menu, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and after that our compiler is showing us please enter first value. So if I enter the first value, for example 5, after that is going to ask from us please enter the second value, that is again I will do, for example, okay, 5. Now the choice. So I'm going to do the addition. For that purpose I will again put 1. So as you can see the addition is 10. So if I want to do, for example, the multiplication, so here I will change the values to, for example, 10. Here in the second value I will put 5, and now the choice I will select third choice, the fourth choice for the division. So here the division is 2. Now for example, if I enter any wrong choice, so what will happen? So for the wrong choice, you can see here I'm going to write again, for example it is 6, for example, plus. So here I'm going to write the second value, that is 5. Now the choice, if I enter any choice, for example 5, so as you can see that we don't have any case that is related to the 5, so I enter the choice that is 5. As you can see, invalid choice, because we don't have any case that is related to the 5. Now one more thing I want to show you. For example, if I remove this break from here and I remove this break from here, now again I'm going to run this one and you will see the difference. So first value is 45, then the second value is 5. Now the choice is 1. I will do the addition. So now what the result? So you can see the result is addition, subtraction, and also the multiplication, as you can see here. Why? Because as you can see that here I remove the break. So when I remove this break, our execution will start from case 1. It will do the addition. After that it will come to case 2. Then it will do the subtraction. After that, it will come to case 3 here in the case 3. So in the case 3, it will do multiplication. So as you can see that in the case 3, after case 3, here it is break. So our execution will stop. So to stop a case, every time we have to use the break. If we will not use the break, then it will continuously execute our program. So here if I use the break statement, so as you can see, here I will enter the values. For example, 57, second value is 7. Now I'm going to do the subtraction. So I will use the choice 2. So as you can see that subtraction is 50, and now our program here, our execution is stopped because here it is case 2 and it is a break.
So guys, that's it for today. If you like the video, subscribe my channel, write your comments, give your opinion and share it with your friends. See you in the next video with the new topic. Take care.